Hi everyone, welcome back to my desk. I'm really excited because the 100-day project starts today on February 22nd, 2023, and this will be my first time participating. I'm going to add one simple video to YouTube every day for 100 days, and in these videos, I just want to share what I'm doing with my small business and then what crafts I'm working on just for fun. So for today's video, I'm going to organize my shirt samples that I use for my embroidery shop. So whenever I come up with a new design, something I want to make, I always have to stitch out a sample just to see how it's going to work, because sometimes it works out, sometimes I don't like the design, sometimes I need to make changes, so I don't want to actually use like a good shirt every time I need to stitch out something. So what I do is I use one shirt and I stitch out a whole bunch of samples so I have them on the actual fabric that I'll be using. And usually the shirt I use is something that either I just messed up on, I've used the wrong color, I've done something wrong, or it's a shirt that was shipped to me from the factory that had a small defect that I can't sell. So rather than go through the hassle of trying to send all those back, I just use them for shirt samples. So what I'm going to do, so this is one of the shirts I've been stitching on for a while. It's in pieces, tons of designs on here. And I had the idea today that I want to organize this a little better. So I have a whole bunch of these notebooks sitting around. I was going to sell these notebooks like on eBay or something, but realized, hey, I can just use these for myself. So what I'm going to do, I decided that I'm going to cut out each one and then I'm going to staple it to a piece of cardstock, put it in this notebook so I have just a little journal that I can flip through. I do want to spend some time also like labeling each one, putting my logo on each page, and just adding a little bit of info about the design as well. Or I might also put that on the back. We'll see. But for today, I just want to cut up a lot of my shirt samples and put them on these cardstock pages. So I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that. So I am very thrifty and I save pretty much everything. So there are some scraps around here that probably going to end up saving. I know I could just cut straight up, but again, I want to save as much fabric as I can. So I'm going to start cutting in the middle like this. There's embroidery stabilizer on the back, so I'm cutting through all of that. Trying to keep it decently straight. I'm going to trim it after, but just for now, just doing this. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead, put this one out the way. And I didn't iron these, so they're a little bit wrinkly, but that's okay because they're just samples for me. I do want to clean up the edges a tiny bit, so I'll just use my ruler, line it up the best I can, grab a rotary cutter, and just square it off a little bit. I'm not worrying about these again being perfect or anything. It's just, I love to journal, and I think it'd just be kind of fun just sometimes to just flip through, see all the things that I've stitched out recently. And also it'd be really good for, I guess for business. Like if someone in person was like, wanted to see some of the shirt designs that I make, I could just pull out my folder and show them. So in the back, there's some embroidery stabilizer. Not worried about that. But I am going to use that to staple through. Got some scraps off to the side, and I grab a piece of cardstock and go and hole punch it. Probably should just hole punch all of my cardstock, but I don't know. Sometimes I like to just relax, take some time, and just make things like this. Yeah, so I'm going to put them, some of them are going to have to go the other direction, but yeah, that looks good. And then how I'm attaching these, I don't want to staple through the actual design. So I'm just going to go ahead and staple through the embroidery stabilizer on the back. And again, I'm not worrying about this being perfect. I just want a better way to display, to show some of my embroidery designs that I make. I'm going to put 4 staples, 1 in each corner. That should hold it pretty good. And again, I'm not worried about like this being a long-term thing. I might change it. This one I don't have a lot of stabilizer, but it should be enough to fit it. Don't want to staple through the front. There we go. Cool. So I have that. I think it'll be really nice too. I don't know, I'm trying to think like, you know, I might also want to put like a list of all the thread colors that I use. I can put that on the back. So it'd be really easy when I need to make the shirt again. I can know what thread colors, what vinyl, you know, all the info about the design that I use. So that could be helpful too. But for right now, I just want to get them all in my folder. So yeah. I have this folder, oops, hitting the camera. I have these folders in all different colors, but I love lime green and I love hot pink. So usually anything that I do for my business, I try to stick with the colors lime green and hot pink. So yeah, it's really simple, but I just like this. I like being able to just flip through, see different embroidery designs. So this is going to be my project for today. I also wanted to just give you guys a little update. I'll go ahead and cut another one out and then give you guys a little update on how my first couple of days went with making and uploading videos. So the very first video I made didn't work out quite that great because I didn't change any of the iPhone settings. I just hit record and brought that into Adobe Premiere, cut out a little bit of things, did a tiny bit of editing, and I thought it was fine. But when I went to upload it to, ooh, this is a little tight right here, so I won't have that much space, but that's okay. Yeah, so when I went to upload it, or when I uploaded it to YouTube, I played it back, and the quality wasn't very good. It was very blurry, hard to see, and yeah, so of course, a little disappointed there, but that's okay. It was my first video. I left it up and realized that, okay, I do need to change my settings. But when I went ahead to change my settings, I just thought a good idea would be to just put all of my settings to the max quality. And that was even worse than the bad settings because the file size was massive. I couldn't even get it to like upload to, like, I couldn't transfer it to my computer, the whole file. I had about 20 minutes of recording, and I was hoping to cut that down to maybe 10 minutes of usable footage, but file size was just so big. I couldn't get it to transfer. I got frustrated. And I then decided, you know, I'm only going to use the very first clip, which is about only 5 minutes. So I got that to finally transfer after hours. Like, it took so long. So I got it on my computer, took it into Adobe Premiere, did a tiny bit of editing. I just cut out, you know, a tiny few seconds, and that was it. And went to, saved it, exported it. It took forever to render the video. But I don't know how long it actually took because I just left it running, and when I came back, it was done. And then last night, I tried to upload it to YouTube. And I thought something was wrong with YouTube because it was stuck at 1% forever. It's the next day, and that file is barely at 42% of uploading to YouTube, and it's only 5 minutes. So yeah, that didn't go so well. So for this video that I'm recording now, I did watch some YouTube tutorials to try to see what the optimal settings are if I'm recording and uploading to YouTube. So found a few videos, watched those, and gonna see if there's a difference. So hopefully this video does not take hours and hours and hours to render and then upload to YouTube, but we will see. I'm going to go ahead and just add one more of these. And something else I was thinking about with this challenge. I was thinking, should I do just YouTube shorts? Should I do YouTube videos? Should I do YouTube lives? And I think I'm going to just end up doing kind of a mixture of both, because I think it'd be fun when I'm working on something really simple like this to do it on a live. I think that'd be kind of nice, so I could chat with you guys. And, if someone shows up, that'd be awesome. But if not, I can just sit here and chat with myself. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm actually going to try doing my first live. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up. Again, I don't have a lot of space right here. That's okay. Oh, I need one more corner. This corner. Yeah, this corner. Not a lot of space here, but I just want just a staple on the embroidery stabilizer just to hold it on. And there we go. Then I can just add all these to my notebook and flip through. So this is how it's going to go. So I'm going to end up, again, adding a lot more info, but today's little update is just me cutting all these out. So I'm going to go ahead and go through, cut the rest of these out. But I just want to say thank you guys. I did get a couple views on my first video, so I'm really excited. That's really motivating. And I'm going to try my best for the next 100 days to post one video every single day. And it'll be just really fun for me to just look back and see what I've done, see what I've learned. So thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in following my journey at all, if you could subscribe, be my first subscriber, that'd be awesome. Thank you guys and have a great Tuesday.